Welcome to The Buzz, where we bring you leaders in dental education discussing hot topic courses and industry trends. I'm your host, Vanessa Emerson, founder of Dental Speaker Bureau. Today, I'm interviewing Kevin Henry. Now, in addition to Kevin's 16 years experience in the dental publishing industry, Kevin speaks to dental audiences across the nation on topics that empower the full team, and he's also an advocate for dental assistants, helping them recognize the leadership role that they hold in the practice. Welcome, Kevin.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Kevin, you speak on a variety of topics which at their core seem to deal with empowering the team. Can you tell us more about your topics?
Absolutely. And thanks again for having me on. The biggest thing that I find whenever I go to dental meetings across the country is that there's a hole in the scheduling. And that hole often feels like it's for the dental assistant. And that's why I started speaking to assistants 11 years ago, is because I thought there was really a need out there for dental assistants to feel empowered, to feel like that they were a vital part of the team, and to feel like that they were a big contributor to the bottom line of every business, which a dental practice is. So my courses are designed, yes, absolutely. I want to reach the entire team, but I also try to fill the hole in the schedule and in the meeting that dental assistants need their own education. They need somebody who understands their pain points, what they're going through, and can actually speak to them and relate to them. And so I've been honored to do that. Yankee Dental, Chicago Midwinter, Greater New York, and so many state meetings across the country. It's been my honor to travel and speak to dental assistants across the country. It's what I love to do. My signature course is Battling and Beating the Demons of Dental Assisting, which is the same title as my book. I also do things on the top 10 mistakes that dental practices make, solving the 3 most common battles between the back and the front, and what is going on in the industry, current trends that are shaping. And I think it's important for every member of the team to know where the dental industry has been and where it's going and how it's going to impact not only their career, but also their livelihood.
That's great. Kevin, what would be most important for meeting planners to know about your topics?
I think the biggest thing is that I fill a void that maybe you didn't even know that you had. So many times we at Ignite DA, or myself personally, we have done full day tracks for assistants. We have done half-day courses. We have done a lot of things where we give meetings something different to offer to their attendees. And so we always take great pride in doing that. And to be honest, we've seen great results. We've seen packed rooms because assistants all of a sudden realize, oh my gosh, this is something for me. And so we find that it draws more attendees into the meeting and then hopefully into your exhibit hall as well.
I love that you have those options where we can work with you as an individual or with a team of speakers or a co-presenter. So we've talked a bit about the dental assistant. Can you tell me a little bit more about some of the other topics?
Absolutely. My 13 years as the managing editor for Dental Economics, one thing that I learned is that there's often a lot of dysfunction in the practice. And sometimes it's just because people are so busy that they don't even realize that it's going on. And so my courses, like the 3 most common battles between the back and the front and how to solve them, or the top 10 mistakes that dental practices make and how to solve them, certainly we're going to call out the elephant in the room. We're going to talk about some of the issues that dental practices are facing. And I'll tell you, every time that I talk about this, I see a bunch of people in the audience doing this because they know what's going on in their practice. And we're not going to condemn them for it going on in their practice, but we're going to give them very actionable items that they can take back on Monday and hopefully create a whole different culture and environment than they had whenever they first came to our meeting.
Any parting thoughts?
I love what I do, and it's something. I am not a PowerPoint slide reader. It's something where I enjoy interacting with the audience. I love to stick around and talk to people afterwards. I love to hear what makes people tick. And the greatest thing to me is learning something at one conference and then presenting something a little different the next week because of what I heard at that previous conference. I always feel like that this is a learning environment, not only for the attendees, but for me as well. And I love to take some of the lessons that I learn and use those in future meetings.
Oh, agreed. I think the best speakers are those that are continual students that continue to improve their craft and can improve their content. And I think some of the most brilliant things that speakers say are on the fly when they're in front of a group of people. Would you not agree?
Oh,
It just comes
absolutely.
out of nowhere.
And one of the biggest points of gratification that I get is just people coming up and saying, thanks, you made a difference. Thank you. I didn't think about things that way. And that's one of the things that whenever I walk out of a meeting, it puts the biggest smile on my face.
And there you have it. For more information on hiring Kevin to bringing him to your next meeting, be sure to visit dentalspeakersbureau.com. And thanks so much for tuning into The Buzz.